Listen carefully by Jack C. Richards.
Unit 7, Health. Activity 5. Listen to the doctor telling people what medicine to take. Write out what they have to take and how often each day. 1.
Now, I want you to take a teaspoon of this medicine in the morning and another in the afternoon.
2.
You must take 2 tablets 3 times a day.
3.
Just take 1 tablet in the morning. Don't take another one until the next day.
4.
Take a teaspoon and a half of this medicine 6 times a day.
5.
Take 2 tablets with a glass of water every 12 hours.
6.
Take 3 teaspoonfuls 3 times a day.
7.
Take 2 tablets when you get up in the morning and another 2 before you go to bed at night.
Activity 6. How did these people hurt themselves? Listen and number the pictures 1 to 8. 1.
Yes, I was at the top of the ladder trying to put away the dishes when I slipped and fell.
2.
Well, I hurt my arm as I was climbing out of the pool after a swim.
3.
I was running along the side of the road when I tripped and hurt my ankle.
4.
I was hurrying out of the office to get to my car when someone opened a door and I ran straight into it.
5.
I was making a cup of coffee when I spilt boiling water over my hand.
6. I was just coming out of the sea after a swim when I stepped on a sharp stone and cut my foot. 7.
Suddenly a car pulled out and I couldn't stop in time and rode straight into it.
8.
It had been raining and the ground was wet. That's how I slipped. Next time I won't play on a wet tennis court.
Activity 7. Listen to people talking about how they feel. Tick the best response. 1.
Yes, my headache's nearly gone. I feel much better now.
2.
I think I'm getting a cold.
3.
Poor John. He broke his arm last weekend.
4.
This headache's really killing me. It's awful.
5.
I have to go to the doctor.
6.
My ear's much better today.
7.
My tooth is really painful.
Unit 8. Describing objects. Activity 2. Listen and circle the words you hear. 1.
Radios.
2.
Shoe.
3.
Glass.
4.
Brushes.
5.
Watch.
6.
Suitcases.
7.
Umbrella.
8.
Bottles.
Activity 3. You will hear people talking about 7 of the things in the pictures below. Number them from 1 to 7. 1.
Yes, it's very comfortable and wide enough for 3 people to sit on.
2.
There's plenty of room inside for your clothes. It's big enough to take everything you need when you're going on holiday.
3.
These are very comfortable to wear, and they're wonderful when you're playing tennis.
4.
It's quite light and easy to carry. You can carry it home from the office if you want to do some typing at home.
5.
There's room for 2 people in front and 3 in the back.
6.
It's small, but you can get a packed lunch and an extra jumper in it.
7.
It's made of wood, so it's quite light. You can eat off it when you're watching television too.
Activity 4. You will hear people at a lost property office describing things they have lost. Circle A, B or C to identify the correct item for each person. 1.
It's a small suitcase with a strap round it.
2.
It's got a round neck and long sleeves.
3.
It's a big square parcel tied with string.
4.
It's made of real leather. It hasn't got a strap.
5.
It's a white beach hat with a dark band.
6.
It's got 2 pockets on the front and buttons.
7.
It's got a checked pattern on it.
Activity 5. Listen to people returning things to a department store. What's wrong with each item? Tick the best answer. 1.
I'm afraid I'll have to change these shoes. I just can't get into them. Have you got a bigger size?
2.
I'd like a sweater with longer sleeves. These are too short.
3.
There's something wrong with this clock. It gains about an hour every day.
4.
I'm afraid there isn't a key for the lock on this bag.
5. I can't hear any sound on these earphones. 6.
I can't get this umbrella to open properly. It seems to get stuck.
7.
I can't get this torch to work. I don't think there's anything wrong with the battery.
Unit 8. Describing people. Activity 1. You'll hear people describing someone they're looking for at a party. Listen and number the people correctly from 1 to 7. 1.
Do you know where Sandra is? She's the one in jeans with short curly hair.
2. Have you seen my friend Doug? He's wearing a dark suit and a tie. 3.
I'm looking for Stephen. He's the bald man with the moustache.
4.
Do you know where Mike is? He's the big man with glasses.
5.
Have you seen Monica? She's the one in dark glasses and trousers.
6.
I'm looking for Paul. He's the one in shorts.
7.
Can you see Jenny anywhere? She's wearing quite a long skirt.
Activity 2. You'll hear people talking about their families. Listen and write the correct name under each member of the families. 1.
Well, that's my older sister Tracy, the one in glasses, and this is Jenny in the dark sweater on her left. That's my brother Paul in the striped shirt, and the one next to Jenny is my brother Kevin.
2.
This is my father in the check shirt on the left, and that's my brother David on the right in the T-shirt. The one with the striped blouse is my sister, Ellen. Oh, this is Karen in the jacket, and the other one is me.
3.
The tall girl is my sister Susan. The short lad is my brother Dick. That's my older brother, Fred, in the sweater. And the other one is my sister, Margaret.
Activity 3. You will hear sentences about different people. If the sentence sounds like this,
She's wearing a green blouse.
the speaker is making a statement. If the sentence sounds like this,
She's wearing a green blouse?
the speaker is asking a question. Listen and tick under statement or question. 1.
That's your sister, Eileen.
2.
Bill's the one wearing a jacket.
3.
Richard's your older brother.
4.
My brother's a student.
5. Brian's Ellen's brother. 6.
David's the one in glasses.
7.
Fred's the one in the suit?
8.
Frank's the one wearing jeans.
Unit 9. Shops and shopping. Activity 1.
Paperback. Weekend groceries. Frying pan. Ladder. Garden tools. Coffee table. Tennis shoes. Photography magazine. Newspaper.
Activity 2. Shirley and Roger are talking about the things they've got to do when they're out. Tick the places they'll go to on the list below.
Well, the first thing we should do is post these letters.
Yes. Then, after that, I'd like to buy some shelves for the living room.
Well, that's a good idea, but we mustn't forget to get some cat food for Sandy. There's only one tin left.
And I think I'd like to buy a nice cake for the weekend.
Activity 3. Roger's going to the supermarket. He's checking the things below in the kitchen. Listen and decide whether there's a lot, a little, or none at all. Tick the correct box.
You've only got 2 slices of bread left. I'd better get some more. There seems to be a whole packet of butter, so I won't need to get any more. We've run out of milk. I'd better get some. We still have 2 boxes of eggs, so I won't get any. We've got about half a pound of sugar. That should be enough for the rest of the week, but I'll get some anyway.
Activity 4. Shirley and Roger are deciding where to buy some of the things they need. They'll go to one of the places below. Listen and tick the name of the shop they're going to. 1.
We could get the meat at Ace or Star Supermarket.
Let's go to Ace. It's difficult to get a parking space at Star.
2.
Where shall we go for the bread?
West's and King's are both very good, but I think the bread's fresher at West's, so let's go there.
3.
Where do you want to get the flowers?
There's always a better choice at Regal, but the staff are always so rude. I don't want to shop there again.
4.
We'll have to get some paint. I see there's a sale on at Crest.
Ted's have also got a sale on this week as well.
But there's more choice at Crest, so let's go there.
5.
I want a couple of books. Shall we go to the university bookshop?
Yes, good idea. They're not usually as expensive as Hill's bookshop.
6.
Do you want to get your shoes at Ellis's or Liberty's?
Well, I'd like to get Liberty's, but I don't think they're open today.
Oh well, we can try Ellis's.
7.
And we'd better get some vegetables.
Yes, but let's not go to Hollins. Their vegetables are never very fresh.
Now listen again. Why did they decide to go to the shops they chose? Tick the reasons below. Activity 5. Some of the items below are for sale in a newspaper. Listen to people phoning to ask questions about them. Number the 8 things talked about from 1 to 8. 1.
And is it colour or black and white?
It's colour.
What size is it?
It's 19 inches.
And how old is it?
It's only 6 months old.
2.
Is it a single or a double?
It's a single.
And it's quite new, isn't it?
Yes, it was brand new when I bought it 2 weeks ago.
3.
How many miles has it done?
50,000.
Is it a 2 or 4 door?
It's got 4 doors.
And how long have you had it?
6 years.
4.
Has it got any drawers?
Yes, it's got 2 drawers in the front.
And it's only 3 months old?
That's right.
5.
How big is it?
It's about 1.5 meters tall and 70 centimeters wide.
And the freezer is at the top.
That's right.
How long have you had it?
For 5 years. 6.
Has it got a flash?
Yes, and it's also got a cover.
How long have you had it?
Only 9 months.
7.
What about a dryer?
Yes, it's a dryer as well.
And how old is it?
We bought it last year, so it's almost a year old now.
8.
My son loves fish, so it would be good. How big is it?
It's 70 centimetres wide, 40 centimetres high, and 30 centimetres deep.
And have you had it for long?
No, I only bought it last month.
Activity 6. Listen to people asking where places are in a department store. Mark each of these places. 1.
I'm looking for the toy section, please.
It's in the middle of the shop, in front of the escalator.
2.
Where's the magazine section?
The magazines are at the back of the shop, in the corner on the left.
3. Where's the sports department, please?
Near the back of the shop, in front of the till.
4.
Could you tell me where the menswear section is?
Yes, it's down on the left, near the back of the shop, opposite the jewellery section.
5.
Where are the women's clothes, please?
About halfway down on the right, opposite the escalator.
6.
Where can I find the kitchenware, please?
Go to the back of the store. It's in the right-hand corner.
7.
I'm looking for the cosmetics counters.
They're down here on the left, just before you get to the plant section.
Activity 7. You'll hear people buying presents. Listen and decide what you think they'll buy. Tick the correct item. 1.
Well, I gave her a record last year. This year I'd better get something different. Perhaps some perfume, because she doesn't really like jewellery.
2.
I think he'd like some clothes. Perhaps a sweater, a scarf maybe, or some socks. Could I see the sweater, please? I don't think the socks or the scarf are the right colour.
3.
This red blouse is nice. The yellow one's too bright, I think. And the green one isn't as pretty.
4.
Yes, he loves toys. The tank's quite fun, and this little car's nice, and so's this red lorry. But I think I like the lorry best.
5.
The vase is pretty, but it's very expensive. Oh, this dish is nice, but I think I like the plate better.
6.
I'm sure she'd like this necklace. The bracelet's lovely, and so are the earrings. But I don't think she wears bracelets or earrings very often.
7.
Well, I don't want to get anything very expensive. The soap's only £4. The aftershave's £8. Oh, that's too much. And the cologne's £15. No, I don't think I want to spend more than £5.
Unit 10. Going on holiday. Activity 2. Listen to these people on holiday planning what they're going to do. Number what you hear from 1 to 5. 1.
Well, the bus will pick us up at 9 o'clock. The tour lasts about 4 hours, so we should be back at about 1 o'clock.
2.
There's a show at 8 p.m, and then the late show is at 11 p.m. Let's go to the late show.
3.
The seafood here is supposed to be really good. Let's try it, shall we? I'm really hungry.
4.
It says in the guidebook they've got a lot of famous paintings. Let's go and have a look. It's free, too.
5.
The prices here are supposed to be quite good. I really need some new clothes and some shoes. Let's go and see what we can find.
Activity 3. Listen to people talking about their holidays. What places did they visit? Tick the places they visited in each list below. 1.
We really loved Japan. We wanted to go to Korea too, but there wasn't time. Then we went on to Hong Kong. I love Chinese cities. We finished with a week in Thailand. It was all very exciting.
2.
Well, we started in Holland, but decided not to go to France. So we went to Spain instead. It's a beautiful country. We didn't go to Italy this year, but went straight on to Greece.
Activity 4. Listen to people talking about different cities. What can you do in each place? Tick the lists below. 1.
It's not really the best place to shop. Prices are too high there nowadays. But the food's great and quite cheap. It's a wonderful place just to walk around in and look at the old buildings. But there aren't any interesting museums or art galleries, I'm afraid.
2. It's a very nice place to visit if you like being outdoors. The scenery is beautiful. Take a bus trip around the island and sail around it if you have time. You can also go skiing. Unfortunately, the water's too cold there for swimming. You probably won't like the local food. It's very spicy. 3.
There are very good beaches there. Everything's quite cheap, so take plenty of money with you. There's not much else to do. There's only one hotel and no interesting old buildings.
4.
There are several excellent museums and art galleries. If you like Chinese food, you should visit Chinatown. It's fairly quiet at night, though. It doesn't have any good nightclubs or theatres.
Activity 5. Listen to people getting ready for their holidays. Tick the things they're going to take with them. 1.
I'm not going to take many things with me this time, so I won't need the big suitcase. Let's see. I think we can buy presents for our friends when we get there. They'll have music on the plane, so I won't need my personal stereo. But I'd better take something to read. It'll be fairly cool at this time of the year, so I don't suppose we'll be doing any swimming. I'd better pack the umbrella in case it rains. I'll need a thick coat, too, if it's going to be cold. That's about everything.
Activity 6. Listen to people talking about their holidays. Did they enjoy themselves? Tick the best answer. 1.
The people were very friendly and the hotel was great. It was a really wonderful holiday.
2. Well, the food was good, but the prices were terrible, and the hotel wasn't very quiet. 3.
The beaches are beautiful, but the cities are very dirty. And don't travel on the local buses. They're awful.
4.
Everyone was so rude, and the food wasn't very good. You'll certainly never go there again.
5.
The temperature was just right. We both like hot weather. The hotel was very cheap, too, and the local food is delicious.
6.
Oh, the scenery's beautiful. Lovely lakes and mountains, and prices are much better than here. It's a pity the weather was so bad while we were there, though.
7.
I enjoyed the shopping best of all. The department stores are great. The hotels, of course, are very clean and modern, and the staff are so helpful.
Activity 7. Listen to questions about travel and choose the best answer. 1.
How did you enjoy your trip?
2.
Have you been here long?
3.
How long are you going to be here?
4.
Where did you go for your holiday?
5.
When did you get back from Japan?
6.
Have you ever been to Australia?
7.
How long were you away?
8.
What did you think of Wales?
Unit 11. Transport. Activity 2. You will hear sentences containing one of the phrases below. Tick the phrase you hear. 1.
I'll be riding a blue moped.
2.
I've just bought myself a gold sports car.
3.
I'll be driving a bright blue van.
4.
The one you want is a green bus.
5. There it is, coming in now, the green plane. 6.
Try to get the fast train.
7.
I'll be in a dark brown Mini.
8.
She drives a light blue Toyota.
Activity 3. You will hear people describing their transport. Tick the correct box, A or B. 1.
I've got one of those big old American cars. It's huge.
2.
I've just bought a moped, but I can't use it at night because it doesn't have any lights.
3. I've got a new Japanese car. It's a 2-door model. 4.
Our van's great. I like the sliding doors. It's so easy to get in and out of.
Activity 4. You will hear people asking about buses from the bus station to the places below. What number bus or buses can they take, and how often do the buses go? If a bus goes every 20 minutes, write 20 minutes under frequency.
What bus can I take to get to the zoo, please?
Either a 17 or a 24.
And how often do they leave?
Every 20 minutes.
What number is the airport bus, please?
That's a number 25.
Does it go very often?
Every 5 minutes.
I want to get a bus to the museum, please.
Yes, you can take a number 44 or a number 50.
How often do they leave?
Every half hour.
What bus will take me to the university, please?
The university. That would be number 16 or number 22.
And do they leave often?
Yes, every 20 minutes.
Can I take a bus to the hospital from here?
Yes, you want a number 65.
And when does it leave, please?
There's one every 45 minutes.
What bus should I take to go to the public library?
Number 13. It leaves every quarter of an hour.
Activity 5. You will hear people talking to a taxi driver. Where does each passenger want to go? Number the places 1 to 6. 1.
Oh, I hope we won't arrive late. My flight leaves in half an hour.
2.
Yes, we're having dinner there with friends. I hear the food is very good.
3.
Can you drive a little faster, please? My class starts in 10 minutes. I don't want to be late or the professor gets very angry.
4.
It starts at 7:30, so there's plenty of time. And we've already got the tickets.
5.
Please drive as quickly as you can. My appointment with the doctor is for 10:45.
6.
I haven't been there before. I believe they've got some very good French paintings.
Unit 11. Street directions. Activity 1. You will hear visitors in a city asking where places are. Listen and circle the place which is closer to the speakers. 1.
Is the Bank of Scotland in this street?
Yes, it's about 200 yards further on.
And how about the Clydesdale?
That's quite a long walk the other way.
2.
How far is the Star supermarket from here?
Let's see. It's about half a mile.
And what about the Everfresh?
That's just a little way down the street.
3.
Is the Palace restaurant far away?
No, keep going for about 200 yards.
And what about the Hong Kong restaurant?
You've just passed it. It's about half a minute's walk from here.
4.
Where's the Royal Hotel, please?
It's on the other side of town. It's about 5 miles from here.
And what about the Rose Hotel?
That's about 20 minutes walk from here.
5.
How can I get to the Natural History Museum?
Take a taxi. It's about 2 miles from here.
And what about the Museum of Modern Art?
It's in the street parallel to this one, about 2 minutes away.
6.
I'm looking for Mediterranean travel.
Oh, you're a long way away. It's at the very end of North Street.
I see. And what about national travel?
Oh, that's even further. It's out by the railway station.
Activity 2. You'll hear people asking where the places below are. Number the correct places on the map. 1.
Where's the nearest chemist, please?
It's on the corner of West Street and Cross Street.
2.
Is there a post office near here?
Yes, in Newman Street, next to the art gallery.
3.
Excuse me, where can I find a bookshop?
There's one on the corner of Cross Street and Newman Street. 4.
Could you tell me where the supermarket is, please?
Yes, in West Street, between the cinema and the hotel.
Activity 3. Listen to people being given directions to the places below. Mark the directions on the map and write in the correct letter for the places they're looking for. 1.
I'm looking for the Star Hotel.
Oh, yes. Go along Bell Lane until you come to the bridge, cross over the bridge, and it's on your left.
2.
Is there a bank near here?
Go down to the end of Pine Street and turn right into Harris Street. The bank's on the right.
3.
I'm looking for a hairdresser.
Let me think. Oh yes, I know where there's one. Go down Bell Lane and turn left into Oak Avenue. You'll find one on the corner of Oak Avenue and Harris Street. Unit 12. Jobs. Activity 1.
Accountant. Architect. Bank clerk. Car mechanic. Cashier. Computer programmer. Dentist. Designer. Doctor. Engineer. Estate agent. Hairdresser. Journalist. Librarian. Lorry driver. Model. Nurse. Pilot. Police officer. Receptionist. Sales assistant. Secretary. Social worker. University lecturer.
Activity 2. You will hear people describing some of the things they do at work. Listen and activities they describe. 1.
Well, when people come in to borrow some money from the bank, I have to talk to them and ask them a lot of questions about who they are, where they work, how much money they have, and so on.
2.
I meet the guests at the airport and drive them to their hotel.
3.
I spend most of my day in front of the typewriter. We have so many letters to send out every day.
4.
Well, my job is to find the right kind of house for people. They tell me what kind of house they want to buy, and I try to find them something suitable which is for sale.
5.
Well, the first thing I have to do every morning is to go round and give everyone their post.
6.
Yes, people bring in their televisions when they break, and I try to mend them.
7. As soon as each machine is made, my job is to make sure it works properly before we sell it. I have to look over each machine very carefully. 8.
I wait for the doctor's patients to phone every morning and tell me when they want to come in for an appointment.
3. You'll hear people talking about their occupations. Listen and number 6 of the occupations below from 1 to 6. 1.
Yes, it's a wonderful job. I like teaching. I also like the long summer holidays. The students are very nice too.
2.
It's an interesting job, but I often have to work long hours at the hospital. Sometimes I start work at 11 in the morning and work through till 10 in the evening.
3.
It's a good job. People come from all over the world to stay at our hotel because we're famous for our food.
4.
I've always wanted to do this kind of work. I love cars and engines. Of course, it's quite dirty work, but the money's work.
5.
It's all right. I like typing, and the people in my office are very nice to work with.
6.
I love my work. I'm able to wear all sorts of strange and beautiful costumes. And it's exciting to see photographs of myself in the theatrical magazines.
4. You'll hear people talking about the jobs they used to have and the jobs they have now. Listen and tick their present job. 1.
Yes, I really like my new job. I find it's more interesting being a nurse than a social worker.
2.
The job at the library was too boring. Now I work in a shop and I meet lots of interesting people.
3.
Well, my salary was higher when I was a driver, but I do get a lot of in tips.
4.
I love my job. When I was at the hospital, I had to work every night. Now I just work from 9 till 5.
5.
Well, I don't work with computers anymore in my new job. I work with money. That's much more interesting.
6.
The thing I didn't like about being a driver was the long trips away from home. The garage where I'm working now is just 5 minutes away.
7.
It's different working in an office from working at a college, but I like it. I don't have to correct students' homework.
5. You'll hear Ms. Patel telling her secretary what she wants her to do today. Listen and number 5 of the activities below from from 1 to 5, in the order she talks about them.
Now, first of all, could you call up Mr. Stevens? I'd like to meet him on Friday at 10 a.m. Then I'll need the sales report. Could you finish typing it this morning, please? Don't forget to go to the post office after lunch. I need to send a package to Switzerland. Then perhaps you could call British Airways and try to get me on a flight to Paris on the 16th. See if you can get me a hotel too, will you? Oh, and I won't be able to meet Miss Cairns this afternoon. I've got to go to the airport. Could you call her and tell her? Perhaps she can meet me on Thursday.
Activity 6. Jane is starting a new job in an office. Helen is showing her where things are in the stationery cupboard. Listen and number the correct place in the picture.
The letter paper is here on the second shelf, on the left-hand side, and the envelopes are on the top shelf on the right. You'll find pens next to the letter paper and notebooks on the top shelf on the left-hand side. On the bottom shelf, there are elastic bands and sellotape. The elastic bands are on the right, and the sellotape is on the left.
Activity 7. Listen to people asking where places are in an office block. Each person is at X. Number the correct places. 1.
Where's the coffee bar, please?
It's on the next floor up, at the end of the corridor on the right.
2.
I'm looking for the accounts department.
It's the last door on the right.
3.
Where's the manager's office, please?
It's the first door on the left. 4.
Where's the toilet, please?
It's on the next floor up, the last door on the left, opposite the coffee bar.
5.
Am I on the right floor for Mr. Smith's office?
No, you'll have to go upstairs. It's the office at the top of the stairs on the left.
6.
Where's the stationery store?
There's one upstairs, next to Mr. Smith's office.
7. Which is Miss Randall's office?
It's the second door on the right.
8.
Where's the photocopier, please?
At the end of the corridor on the left.
9.
Where's the post room, please?
Just here, on the right.
Unit 12. Leaving messages. Activity 1. Listen to people ringing an office to ask to speak to someone. The person is not in. Tick what the callers will do. 1.
Could I speak to Miss Cole, please?
She's on another line at the moment. Would you like to wait?
All right.
2.
Mr. Sampson, please.
I'm afraid it's a meeting right now. Would you like to leave a message?
Well, is Mr. Day there?
Yes, just a moment.
3.
May I speak to Miss Hennings?
I'm afraid she's not in. Would you like to leave a message?
Well, actually, I wanted to meet her tomorrow at 10. Is she free?
Yes, she is. Your name, please.
4.
Is Mr. Platt in, please?
He's busy right now. Would you like to leave a message?
It's all right. I'll call back this afternoon.
5.
Mrs. Gordon, please.
I'm sorry, she's not here today.
Oh. Then could I speak to Mr. Harper, please?
Yes, just a moment.
6.
I'd like to speak to Mrs. Wilson, please.
She's at a conference at the moment, I'm afraid.
Oh. Could you ask her to call Ted Collins on 467-3445?
Yes, all right.
Unit 12. Job interviews. Activity 1. Listen to 4 people being interviewed for jobs. Tick the correct information below. 1.
And did you go to college?
No, just secondary school.
I see. Now let me tell you a little about the job. We make television sets here and also car radios.
That sounds interesting.
Have you ever worked in a factory?
No, I haven't.
2.
So you went to college in Ireland, did you?
That's right.
Now, most of our guests come from Europe. Do you speak any foreign languages?
I speak a little French and Spanish.
Very good. Have you worked in a hotel before?
I worked in a small hotel for 3 months once in the summer. 3.
Could you tell me about your education?
I left school last month.
I see. Now, in this shop, we sell mostly to tourists. Do you like meeting people?
Yes, I do.
Good. Have you had any experience working in a shop?
No, I haven't.
4.
And when did you leave college?
I graduated from Ealing Technical College in 1980.
I see. You'll be working in the library. The doctors use the library a lot, and some of the nurses do too.
Fine.
Now, you say you worked in a hospital library in India.
Yes, for 5 years.
Activity 2. You will hear questions from a job interview. Listen and choose the best answer to each question. 1.
What did you do before you came to Europe?
2.
Have you got a driving license?
3.
How many languages can you speak?
4.
How well do you type?
5.
Where did you go to college?
6.
How many years were you at college?
7.
How long were you in your last job?
8.
What was your salary in your last job?
Unit 13. Leisure activities. Activity 2. You will hear short telephone conversations. What was each person doing when the phone rang? Number 6 of the pictures below from 1 to 6. 1.
Hello, Sandy. It's Karen here.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing?
I'm still studying for next week's exam. I think it's going to be a difficult one.
2.
Hello, Betty. Everything nearly ready for the party?
Not quite. I've still got some cakes to make, and I haven't started on the vegetables yet.
3.
Is that you, John? This is Ted.
Oh, hello. Listen, can I call you back later? I want to watch the last few minutes of the game. Aren't you watching it?
4.
Hi, Mark. How's everything?
I'm a bit busy right now. We've got guests coming for the weekend and the house is so untidy. I hate housework.
5.
Oh, hello, Fran. Are you busy at the moment?
Not really. I was just reading about that awful fire last night at the Palace Hotel.
Oh, yes. That was pretty bad.
6.
Jane, this is Margaret. Are you busy?
Well, yeah.
Activity 3. You will hear people talking about the things they like and don't like doing in their spare time. Listen and tick how much they like each activity. 1.
Well, I don't mind playing cards sometimes, but I prefer playing snooker myself. It's a myself.
2.
Everybody else in my family really loves sports. My brother's a very good tennis player, and my sister's an excellent swimmer. I just find all sports boring and a waste of time.
3. I enjoy them from time to time, but not too often. I don't like meeting people all that much. When I know everybody there, then I enjoy it. 4.
I wish I could eat out every night. It's so nice not to have to cook and wash up.
5.
Yes, Tim and I dancing about twice. I go down, and more often sometimes. It's a great to relax way to people.
Activity 4. Listen to people do something. Tick what you think they're going to do. 1.
Well, it's a nice day and very windy. I don't think water will be too rough. Don't forget to bring the towels, will you?
2. Hurry up now. I asked for a table for 8 o'clock, so we don't want to be late. 3.
Got the tickets. Now what time does it start? Is it 8 o'clock?
4.
There are 3 new players in our team this week. I hope they're good.
5.
Well, there's a film on Central at 7:30. It's got Madonna in it. I hear it's very good.
Activity 5. You'll hear people talking about things they've done. Listen and tick how much they enjoyed them. 1.
What did you think of the film?
Well, the music was good and the colour was beautiful, but the story was pretty boring. I fell asleep twice.
2.
How was the party?
Do you like loud music, loud cigarette smoke, a small crowded room and not enough food?
3. Did you enjoy the concert?
It was the best concert.
Enjoy the concert?
Yes. It was great music and it was beautifully played.
4.
What did you think of the lecture?
She had some interesting things to say at first. It got very difficult to understand.
5.
How was the restaurant?
Well, my steak was overcooked and the waitress was quite rude. I don't think I'll go there again.
6.
What Bill and Vicky's party like? So many interesting
wonderful food.
7.
Thanks for returning the book. How did you like it?
I couldn't put it down. She writes so well and the story's very exciting.
Unit 13. Invitations and arrangements. Activity 1. You will hear people inviting a friend to go somewhere with them. Listen and tick whether they said yes or no. 1.
How's that going to the disco tonight?
I'd love to, but I've got to do some homework.
2.
Would you like to see a film at the weekend?
I'd love to. I haven't seen one for ages.
3.
Any plans for tomorrow night? There's an interesting lecture at the museum.
Not tomorrow. There's something I've got to do. 4.
Having dinner together over the weekend.
Oh, that would be nice.
5.
Do you want to play tennis on Sunday afternoon?
Oh, I've got friends coming round on Sunday, I'm afraid.
6. Like to have a drink after work?
I've got to work late today. Some other date, maybe.
7. Why don't 7?
This Saturday. Why don't we go to the...
Hey, what time do you want to meet? 8.
Activity 2. Listen to people arranging to do something. What are they going to do? Write down the day they will meet and the time. 1.
How about going to see Rocky 6 on Saturday?
Oh, I've already seen it.
Would you like to go then?
I'd love to.
Shall we meet around 9 o'clock at Spats?
Okay. See you on Saturday at 9.
2.
Why don't we eat in town this weekend?
That'd be nice.
Do you like Italian food?
Yes, I love it.
Sunday night any good for you?
I'd prefer Saturday.
Right. Let's meet here at 7:30.
Fine.
3.
It's birthday on Friday. Shall we go over to her place? She's invited a lot of people.
Yes, let's. What time on Friday?
She asked us to come at about 7.
4.
Let's go to the park on Sunday afternoon.
Good idea.
We could take some sandwiches and have lunch by the river.
Yes. And I can cook some chicken. What time do you want to go? What time?
Let's leave around 11 o'clock.
Activity 3. Choose the best response to the questions you hear. 1.
Doing anything this weekend?
2.
Do you like Mexican food?
3.
What did you think of the lecture?
4.
Do you play much sport?
I'll go have a film tonight.
6.
You're playing cards?
7.
How was your weekend?
8.
Did you enjoy the party?
Unit 14. Instructions. Activity 2. Listen to people describing how to use different pieces of equipment. Number the things they talk about in the correct order, from 1 to 4. 1.
Well, you go into the booth and you'll see the machine on the wall. Put in 2 50p coins. Press the button at the side. Now sit on the chair and look at the red light.
2. First, you have to choose how many hours you want to park. Now, put your money in at the top, and the ticket comes out here at the bottom.
3.
Right. You start by putting your money in here, then choose how you want your coffee. Black, with milk, with sugar. Now press the button marked Start. You take your coffee out here.
4.
First, choose the size you want. Next, choose the number of copies you need. Now, put your document down flat on top of the glass here. Then close your lid and press the Start button.
Activity 3. You will hear a recipe for chicken cooked with aubergine, garlic, sauce and herbs. Listen to the instructions and number 8 of the sentences from 1 to 8.
It's quite simple, really. First, cut up the garlic into very small pieces. Next, cut up the chicken into very thin slices. After that, cut up the aubergine, also into thin slices. Now, fry the garlic until it turns light brown. Then add the chicken and the aubergine to the frying pan and stir it in. Then add the sauce and the herbs. Lastly, add 2 cups of water. Now leave it to cook for 10 minutes.
Activity 4. You will hear assistant telling a customer how to look after some of the things below. Number 6 of them from 1 to 6 in the order in which you hear them. 1.
Well, you can clean it with a vacuum cleaner, of course, or you can wash it by hand too, if you want to. You can also take it to a dry cleaner.
2.
Don't wash them in the washing machine. It's better to take them to a dry cleaner to be cleaned.
3.
You can wash him with shampoo in the bath once a week. He'll like it, and it'll keep him nice and clean.
4.
Keep it in a cool place. Don't put it near a window, or the sun will make the water too hot.
5.
Keep the needle clean at all times, or it'll damage your records. You can use a clean, soft cloth to clean your records.
6.
Polish it once a week with a good polish. Anything hot on it, and don't spill water or liquids on it.
Activity 5. Listen to a sales assistant telling someone how to clean and look after different things. Tick the advice the sales assistant gives. 1.
You should wash these by hand. It's better not to wash them in the washing machine.
2.
These should be washed in the washing machine to get them really clean.
3.
Don't use hot water to wash these. Use warm water only.
4.
It's best to wash these by hand in warm water. Don't dry clean them, or they may lose their colour.
5.
You can't use this cloth. Just hang it up to dry.
6.
You can use a fine oil to clean this table. Don't use soap and water on it at any time.
7.
Just put these in the washing machine when they're dirty.
8.
The dishwasher won't clean these very well, so you'll have to wash them by hand.
Activity 6. Listen to these customers saying what they need done. Tick what they want. 1.
Just a little off the top and sides, please. Not too short.
2.
Would you like me to shampoo it first? It's all right, thanks. I'll do it myself at home.
Now, when you've washed this, could you mend this little hole at the back, please?
4.
Shall I fill the tank, sir?
Yes, please.
5.
I wonder if you can fix this leg, please. It's quite loose.
And then you want it painted dark brown?
No, light brown, please.
Activity 7. Mrs. Potter is asking her children to do things. She wants them to do some things now and some things later. Tick what she wants them to do first. 1.
You can make the beds after you finish ironing the clothes.
2.
Let's wash the dishes, and then we can tidy the living room.
3.
I don't think the plants need watering right away, but the cooker really does need cleaning.
4.
Before you cut up the vegetables, could you cut up the meat?
5.
Clean the windows before you do the dishes.
Activity 8. Your flatmate Elaine likes moving things around in your flat. Listen to her deciding what to change. Draw line to its item to its new position. She makes 6 changes. 1.
You know, the bookcase doesn't look very nice near the window. Why don't we bring it over here by the door?
2.
I think that new painting will look better in the dining room than in the living room. Let's move it.
3.
I think we'll bring the coffee table out of the study and put it back here in the living room. Why don't we move that rug back to the smaller bedroom? It doesn't look right in the living room.
5.
That vase would look nice in the dining room. I don't really like it in my bedroom.
Unit 15. Airports. Activity 2. You will hear sentences containing some of the places below. Number the places you hear from 1 to 7. 1.
Please station.
2.
You'll find a telephone booth at the end of the lounge.
3. The restaurant is on the next floor. 4.
You should wait by the departure gate.
5.
Please ask at the information desk.
Activity 3. Listen to airport announcements for the people below. Match each name with the correct announcement. 1.
Calling Fiona Johnson. Fiona Johnson. Please go to the meeting point.
2.
Yao Chit Man. Yao Chit Man. Yao Chit. Yao. Meet your party at the Cathay Pacific check-in.
3.
Mr. Hisashi Uematsu. Mr. Hisashi Uematsu. Please report immediately to the Japan Airlines ticket counter.
4.
Calling Linda Kennedy. Linda Kennedy. Please come to the Singapore Airlines desk for...
5.
Mr. Henri Bourassa. Mr. Henri Bourassa. Please go to the Air France desk for a message.
Activity 4. 4. Announcements. Complete the missing information about each flight. 1.
Announcing the departure of flight BA 445 to Athens at 20:35, gate number 16. BA 445 at 20:35, gate number 16.
2.
Announcing the departure of flight BA 116 to Mexico City, leaving at 16:45 from gate number 13. Flight BA 116 at 16:45 from gate 13. This flight is boarding.
3.
British Airways announced the departure of flight BA 60 to Boston, leaving at 15:25 from gate 7. Last call for flight BA 360 to Boston, leaving at 15:25 from gate 7.
4.
Announcing the departure of TWA Flight 44 to Los Angeles, departing at 6:05, gate number 12. TW4 Flight 44 at 5:05, gate number 12.
5.
Japan Airlines announced the departure of Flight 176 to Tokyo at 5:45, board 40, gate 17. Flight JAL 176 at 5:45, gate 17.
Activity 5. The people below have just arrived at the airport. They want different kinds of hotel accommodation. They each dial a hotel and receive a recorded message. Listen to the message and tick what you think each caller will do next. 1.
Thank you for calling the Plaza Hotel. The Plaza Hotel offers first-class accommodation with rooms £55 at 50...
2.
This is the Orchard Hotel. The Orchard Hotel offers comfortable, convenient accommodation in the heart of the business station and only minutes away from the central shops and offices. Rooms at the Orchard Hotel...
3.
Welcome to the Seaview Hotel. With a beautiful view of the sea from all rooms, walk to the beach. The Seaview offers reasonably priced family accommodation. To make a reservation...
4.
This is the Shangri-La Hotel. The hotel is situated in the centre of the city. The Shangri-La Hotel has rooms priced from £50 to £100 a night.
5.
Thank you for calling the Regent Hotel. The Regent is located in the centre of the city, near the British Museum, and is about 1 hour by bus from the airport. Prices start...
Activity 6. You will hear people who have just arrived at an airport phoning friends. Their friends are out. They leave a message on their friend's answering machine. Tick the messages they leave. 1.
Hello, Jean.
Tick them.
This is Annette. I'm at the airport. Our plane stopped for an hour and we leave shortly for New York. How is everyone? Sorry we didn't manage to have a chat.
2.
Hello? This is David. I'm at the airport. I'm having trouble finding a hotel. Can I stay with you for a few days? I'll call you back in an hour.
3.
Good afternoon. This is Don Gusterson. I've just arrived and I'll be booking into the Plaza Hotel. Can you call me there this evening?
4.
Hello? This is Brenda. I'm here for a few days to attend a conference. I hope we can get together soon. I'm staying at the Convention Hotel.
5.
Hello? This is Nigel. I've just got here. I'll be busy for the next couple of days, but can we meet on Saturday or Sunday? I'll call you tonight.